Chihuahuas. Ugh.
Dude.
Gross.
No. It's like a fighting dog. And he like bit into like Stitch. And like Stitch, we had to like glue him. We glued him together.
Small dogs just don't. They just don't have a place. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Small dogs don't have a place. Puppies are the best, but small dogs are terrible. Like Shih Tzus.
Man. If it makes you feel better, my dog probably hated you too.
Yeah. I feel like most living things in that house hated me that day. I don't know. It's just what it is, and he's dope.
But, like...
You ever just get like a random sharp pain in your chest for like 5 seconds, and you're like, oh, this is the end. And then it goes away. Oh, there it is.
Again?
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to have a heart attack by the end of the show.
Yeah, I forgot it was in there.
Why'd you bring a machete?
I didn't know it was in there.
Why'd you even have the machete in the first place?
Uh-oh. My mom just texted me, are you at the airport?
Yeah? What do you mean?
I'm not. What is up, Sportscast? Welcome to the Sports and Stuff Show, the Kings of Comedy. I'm Carter.
And I'm Adam.
Let's get right into it.
Man, yeah, so we're back on Wednesday. We ended up recording yesterday, so this is back-to-back episodes. It's kind of strange. I don't think we've ever done this. We might have when we were like prior. I don't remember. Oh well.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, we also had to do a little bit of time crunch because Carter has a flight right after this, so
that I'm not exactly packed for.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, he was talking about beforehand. He's like he's telling me that he's like, you know what, I intended to pack beforehand and then
didn't get around to it, you know?
Yep.
Stuff happens.
You know, that's how I typically like fly too or like travel is I don't like bother to pack until beforehand. And then I always forget something very vital.
Oh, yeah, I will.
Like,
but I'm only home for like 3 days, so.
Oh, man. What's even the point at that point? 3 days? So you're flying there, staying for the rest of the day? Or is it 3 full days?
I fly, obviously I'm there today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I leave Sunday. So it's like 3 full days and 2 half days.
Okay. I thought you meant like 3 days as in like you get there
no.
today, stay 1 day, and then leave. And I'm like, what?
No. That would be stupid.
Man.
It's still pretty short, but I'm getting my car back, so.
Oh, yeah. Are you driving back?
Yeah.
Oh, with your state right now.
I'm not excited for that drive at all.
This could be so fun, especially by yourself, too.
9 alone hours.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Time to blast Taylor Swift. But we'll get to that. For updates, we finally have the award show day set. I thought it was going to be on this day. Because I think it was either the 28th or I think it was 28th last year, and it was on Saturday. So this year, it's on April 29th on a Saturday. Should be fun. Yeah, so Carter's actually going to go this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've already talked about it before, I think. But yeah, last time I didn't know if I won an award or if we won an award. So I just went instead. And we ended up winning, and I'm like, "Oh, this is a surprise."
I'm just chilling at home, and I get a snap. It's like, "Hey, check this out!" And it's an award, with like a sticky note of our names taped on it. I'm like, "Did you steal that? Like, what happened?"
Yep, the sticky note is still on there, but this time, hopefully, it's engraved. I put both of our names on it, so hopefully, we don't need a sticky note this time. Yeah, I think the plan is that like, The second one will be like your award, and the first one will be my award.
If we get it,
it'll be like if we get it,
because
the one has my name on it, and that'd be kind of weird if you had the one that said.
Yeah, that would be.
But so we'll see about that. It's kind of weird too because I explicitly remember this last time, but I like forgot it out of my memory until I was reading the email that they sent about it, where they have a social hour. I don't know if that's normal, but I'm assuming it's kind of normal. So what it is like they have an hour before they even do anything where it's just like you're supposed to be talking to
I'm
people
good on
and like
that.
and networking. It was interesting because last year I showed up at like 5:55 and no one was there. I was the first person. And I'm like, what? And then everyone started to trickle in afterwards. But I remember I was with, they used to be a previous Pulse show named Thoughtless After Dark. I was with their two co-hosts, and they were literally just helping me connect with all these people here. They would like have the great like intro conversations with people and like wouldn't be afraid to like just jump in on a conversation. And then they'd be like, yeah, Adam over here, he wrote this article. And I'm like, hey. And so like it was kind of cool. And they got me out of my comfort zone. So now I'm on my own. We're on our own. So yeah. I mean, at least we know now, not that we don't need to show up at 6.
Yeah.
That's like when everyone starts to show up. But yeah, should be a fun time. Other than that, we had our episode out yesterday, or I put it out yesterday, which should be Tuesday. And that was fun to edit because we were talking about the baseball team and losing. We're like, oh yeah, if we
we
win, and we lost. But Trey Turner did hit a home run, so that was kind of funny. And yeah, but yep, fun to be back on a Stuff episode. We don't really have a script, so we're just gonna go with it.
Really.
But yeah, we normally do good without a script anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, what are we listening to today, Carter?
Lately, it's been an interesting mix to say the least. Obviously, I'm still listening to the Yeet album because I'm not stupid, and I appreciate good music. So I'm listening to the Yeet album. His concert is also coming up in 9 days. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm listening to a rock band named Alter Bridge because I'm going to their concert tomorrow. And they're my favorite rock band. Miles Kennedy has the voice of an angel. I'm listening to a lot of Taylor Swift right now.
Yep.
Because I was put on to an album. I was put on to Speak Now. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually good. So I asked my friend, who is like a very big Taylor Swift fan, I'm like, hey, give me a listening order. So then I listened through Red, Taylor's version, and then yesterday I listened through Folklore. And she's 3 for 3. 3 very, very good albums. Yeah, I'm converting. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, until you get to Midnights, Midnights is really good. Midnights,
know,
no
man.
skips. No skips.
There haven't really been skips so far.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift's pretty good.
There was a couple that were borderline skippable on Folklore. But
yeah.
There was also some really good songs, like, what's it called? I think August on Folklore.
Yep.
That is so good. But yeah, I'm listening to Me. I mean, I dropped a few weeks ago, and I just make my own stuff, so I listen to it because I think it's good. And then Ken Carson.
Man.
What an interesting 5-artist group right there. But yeah, I'm listening to Ken Carson because Nessie's putting me onto him a little bit, and I'm enjoying it. So
not gonna lie,
I was in the shower yesterday blasting Yale before meeting up with somebody. Hyped me up a little bit.
No, I feel like that would like get me in the wrong mood if I was like meeting up with someone and then I was blasting Ken Carson or Yeet before then.
Nah.
That's what he sounds like.
It helps.
No, it doesn't.
Ken Carson is good hype up music.
Dude, I forgot. Like, I remember every single morning for orientation, I would always have a different hype up song, and I would associate that with the day. I was like, I don't even remember some of the songs, but like, I just remember in the shower, we'd just like be blasting like random music, and there's one day where me and Marco, because we were the like roommates, we were like literally on full blast, blasting Miranda Lambert in like, and we were like, oh, we feel bad for all these freshmen that have to wake up or that are near us because it was bad. And it was like at 6 a.m. because we had like the early shift. And we were like, oh, well, all those people that stayed up late on the first day of orientation.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Well. But yeah, I also saw After Bridge on there after you said it, but it looks, so I saw the A and then Bridge. I thought you put me on there. I'm like,
oh no.
Like you're listening to me? I'm like, I don't even, but yeah, Taylor Swift, dude, Taylor Swift's like didn't I put her last time we did like a ranking of like artists? I put her up like second. I think
mean,
she slipped in the top 5 of my top 5 Spotify
yeah, she was.
listeners
I remember
or
that. And
listening.
and I was hating.
Yeah,
I hadn't
exactly.
seen the vision yet, but I see it now.
He wasn't converted
I
all the
see
way.
it now. Okay.
Dude, she's really good. I think I really connect with like Midnight's the most because of some of the songs on there.
Mhm.
And when I listen to songs, I like to associate it with what I'm going through at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know if that's like weird or like
I
common.
think everyone does. Well,
I'm pretty sure.
a lot of people.
Yeah, like because I like the lyrics, so that's why I hate like Ken Carson and like when you can't even listen to the lyrics.
Dude, they be saying stuff though.
No, but you can't understand what they're saying.
I can.
It's like no.
I
So,
can. You just gotta listen more. You be fluent.
No, but like
You ever just get like a random sharp pain in your chest for like 5 seconds and you're like, oh, this is the end. And then it goes away. Does that ever happen to you?
I mean, like
I feel like
not
that happens to me once or twice a day.
man, if
that
you
was the one.
died, you died on once or twice a day.
Yeah.
What?
Just like all of a sudden it's just like, oh, like sharp. But then it goes away after like 5 seconds. It's always a false alarm. I always am like, oh, this is it. But no, it's not.
Man's having mini heart attacks
Yeah.
like every
Low-key,
day.
probably.
Damn.
It is what it is.
I mean, I get those like things where when like you breathe in but you hiccup and then it's just like for a second you're calm and all of a sudden it's just a massive slow heartburn. Do you have
No.
those? You don't have those?
Nope.
Where it's like I get those like occasionally where
I can't remember the last time I hiccuped.
I like breathe in or like I breathe in weird and I like hiccup and then like it's just you just know you're screwed. And then all of a sudden, it's just like a heartburn that like takes you out, like puts you to your knees type of like heartburn.
Yeah,
like
no, I haven't had that.
it's brutal.
I just be sitting in my chair sometimes and it's like, oh. Then it goes away. It's gone. Like it's gone.
I don't know what I don't think that's normal.
Nothing happened, so we're good.
Man,
If it
almost
lingers,
had a heart attack
then
on-
I'll worry.
and then
But,
you'll
like,
worry.
I got other medical issues to worry
That's
about
a
right
little
now, man.
concerning.
It's low on the
Man,
list.
that's low on the list.
It's low on the list. It really is.
Man, what's higher on the list? Like,
My neck, man.
yeah, dude, he's been having like neck pain since like
Like bad.
he's been
For, like,
since like
3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I
To the point where it like spread like down my back.
dude, that's
I'm going to the doctor over break, I think.
yeah, but you also
It's
said
alright.
that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but here's the issue. My insurance doesn't cover anything out here. So I can't really go anywhere unless I want to pay out of pocket. So I'm waiting until I get home. Because Idaho does not like Kaiser at all.
They don't even have Kaiser here.
Right. Nobody takes it. So I got to
Man.
wait till I get back to the rainy state.
Dude, I haven't even heard about Kaiser in a fat minute.
I'll be back to the rainy state in like 3 hours.
Oh yeah. How long is the flight there?
Like an hour and a half.
Are you flying into SeaTac?
Yeah.
Ooh. Someone
Yeah.
didn't someone was telling me they're like, yeah, SeaTac's like the Epcot. Like they have just random things that are like
SeaTac is like hell on earth. It's terrible. Something always goes wrong when I go to SeaTac. Every single time.
oh man.
Every time.
Any bets on what you think is gonna go wrong this time?
I'd assume at least a delay. For sure. I mean, that's just a SeaTac staple. If your flight's not delayed, it's not a SeaTac flight. So I'll probably get delayed. They're probably going to, like, search my bag extra because I forget to take out, like, some food or something. That always happens. One time, we were going to Jamaica, and I had my backpack and my suitcase, and I put my backpack through, like, the machine thing, and they stop it and pull it to the side. I'm like, ugh. I didn't leave anything in there. Like, what could it possibly be? Well, I had left a machete in there. Like, yay big. Like, the blade was that big. So they took that.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. I didn't get in trouble, though.
Yeah.
It was an accident. I was a kid. I was,
How old were you?
I was like 13 or 14.
Damn.
Yeah, I forgot it was in there.
Why'd
okay?
you bring a machete?
I didn't know it was in there.
Why'd you even have the machete in the first place?
I got it for my 10th birthday.
And then you just left it in your backpack.
Yeah, I used that backpack for like trips and like camping and
Oh.
stuff. So I must have brought it camping and forgot about it.
Wow.
but they just pulled out this big knife and like unsheath it. I'm like, oh, my bad.
That's a little.
Not the only knife I've accidentally brought to the airport. That's happened twice.
Dude, that happened to my brother. So when we were going to Hawaii, when I was in 3rd grade and he was in 5th, I don't know how old. I don't,
That feels so much better. Like, it's unbelievable. All right, continue. Hawaii.
I don't know how old I was, or no, I don't know how old my brother was. But what happened was we were packing, and then when we were packing, my dad was like, "Oh, I found this old knife that you had," to like my brother.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh, that's cool." And then we nothing, like, we continue to pack. We go on the airport from LA to Hawaii. We stay in Hawaii for like a week. That trip was horrible. Like on the first
Hawaii's
day,
sick.
no, it was just crazy. Like it was for my uncle's wedding.
Mhm.
On the very first day, my grandpa had a stroke
Oh,
out of nowhere, and like
relatable.
it was relatable to you,
Yeah.
with your heart pain.
Yep.
Every single, but like he on the very first day, because I didn't even know what was going on. We were like taking off our bags off the bus onto the to the hotel, and all of a sudden he just collapses. I'm just like, what the, and I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah.
And then he had to stay in the hospital for like the whole trip.
Yeah.
And then what else happened? There was like some crazy stuff that happened. But also when we were going back to the airport, we were running late. And I dropped my tiki. I got 4 tikis. One of them dropped. It was
What
my
is a
favorite one.
tiki?
What?
What in the world is a tiki?
You don't know what a tiki is?
No,
No? What?
I don't think so.
Dude.
What is it?
It's like those like wooden or like rock like faces. And it's like
Oh,
Hawaiian faces.
Okay.
Do you not know what those are?
I didn't know what it was called.
Oh, like it's like a tiki. And so like
Tiki.
I had these like tiny little tikis, and I got like 4 of them. 2 of them were like more like I don't know, they're more like a plastic, I guess, and the other one's a rock. And I had this like favorite one, and I dropped it, and I broke it, and I got so pissed. I'm like, damn. But then that was even in my opinion, that was the worst one. But when we were getting back from the Hawaiian airport to trying to get back to LA, my brother, his bag got pulled off, and it was a knife on his bag. But the funny thing is that he had the knife on his bag from the LA airport to
Oh.
Hawaii. So he got the knife through the LA airport to Hawaii, but not from Hawaii to LA.
That's not ideal.
So we were like, that's kind of concerning that they caught it now.
Yeah.
But I was like in 3rd grade, so I thought he was gonna get arrested. And I'm like crying, and we're running late to the airport, and it didn't help that he lost his knife,
Yeah.
or like his knife was on the bag. So I'm like freaking out. I'm crying. He's like freaking out because he's like, oh no. And then yeah, it was brutal. But I still can't believe that some people don't understand that you can't bring you can't bring full soaps on your like carry on
Yeah,
or
no,
anything.
It's like 3 ounces or something.
Dude, like I remember this one person. I think when I was going to DC in October. This one old lady brought full things of soap. They brought like 4 on their thing, and they were like pissed because they're like either you could have someone pick them up or we're gonna throw them away. And they're like, I can't bring them. And then they're like, no, you can't bring these. And they're like, but I just don't understand why I can't bring them. And I'm like, I'm like, man, this lost 4 things of soap. Soap's expensive.
Yeah.
Man,
Bro,
put a dent in their
the
bank
soap I
account.
buy is crazy, bro. It's like $9-10 for
Dude.
a bottle.
I always use like Dove soap,
I use non-scented.
unscented.
I use non-scented for my tattoos.
Is that like a thing?
It's healthier for them while they heal. So I just keep it all the time now.
Oh,
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, how does scented like affect it?
I couldn't tell you, but apparently it's a thing.
Man,
Like fragrance or soaps with fragrances can like kill the ink or whatever. I don't know, but
Is that
I
like some,
believed everybody and it's worked out so far. So
is it like some like Walmart brand type of stuff? Like no name
no, I think it's Cetaphil.
Cetaphil.
Yeah,
The hell is that?
like the guys that make the face wash and stuff. You know what Cetaphil is? Everybody knows what that is.
No,
Whatever. Everyone in their life has used Cetaphil face wash. I'm convinced. I
Apparently not
guarantee
me.
it. I guarantee it.
I doubt it. But anyways, on to what I'm listening to. let me see what I'm listening to here. My top 3 playlists as of now. Meh, shocker. Drake, also shocker. And Focus Music. I think it's the exact same.
That's what you said
It's
last
the
week.
exact same from last week.
Have some variety.
You know, on the way over here, I was listening to pop music again.
Look at this. I got 2 new age rap, a rock, pop, and then whatever I am. I don't know.
Man, dude, I've been so addicted to. This is so embarrassing, but I've been addicted to that one song that's been going popular on TikTok, and it's called Ceilings. It's like with the. I'll show the trend right here. It's like they go crazy, or some. It's like a dramatic, like in the rain type of thing. Let me.
Oh, there it is.
Again?
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna have a heart attack by the end of the show. Damn. Let me see here. Dude, I'm so pissed that they blocked TikTok on campus.
Okay, it's gone.
Okay, it's like this.
I have not seen this.
You haven't seen these?
Mm-mm.
It's like
My
everyone-
TikTok is not stuff like that.
Dude, it's like everywhere. Well,
My
because
TikTok is Sadie McKenna and golden retrievers.
but like I got addicted to this song, and like I listen to this like every other song. It's
Really?
bad. It's like really bad. Like it's, dude, it has like a chokehold on me, and I'm like, man, I'm just like waiting for it to like die out in like my brain, and then yeah, I am also like super addicted as of recently to Middle of the Ocean by Drake.
Facts. I feel like you always have been.
Yeah. Well, no, because like I didn't really listen to it as much when it like came out, and all of a sudden, like after like a week or two, like just like 2 weeks ago, probably, like I started to listen to it. I'm like,
I haven't listened to that album in forever.
dude, her loss has grown on me a ton. No skips.
I need to go listen to the Travis song again.
Never skips. Which one? Oh, that was the
Like millions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
You know.
that's still not even my. I don't really like that one that much.
That
I'm
one, when I
still-
listened through, was my favorite song by far. Like, it's like Drake and 21 just slaughter it, like just kill it, and then Travis comes in and wipes them both. Like, it was crazy. I didn't think he could top him, but he did, as he
Man.
always does, because he's the goat of features.
Wow. I also wanted to talk about Taylor Swift a little bit more.
Okay,
So you've only listened to what, 2 full albums?
3.
3 full albums.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones again?
Speak Now, Red, Taylor's version, and Folklore.
Gee, I remember when I was little,
I was told my next one is Evermore,
Evermore.
so that'll be next.
Okay, some people talk about like the Taylor's version, and they're like, it makes sense, but I'm like, I don't really get it.
She just re-recorded it.
I know, but like, why?
I think it's something to do with like having the rights to the music. I think.
Is that why?
I think so. I could be wrong, but I thought I read something about that where like she was re-recording so she could own like the full rights to those songs or something. I don't know. I think it says it on like the album preview on Apple Music. I mean, you
Does
have
it?
Spotify, so you wouldn't know, but like
Just a slight jab right there.
I hate Spotify with a passion.
They don't have like any like descriptions on.
Okay, maybe I was
Anyone's-
wrong.
Does it say? No, there's not even a description. Wait,
Yeah,
let me
no,
let me
there's
look it
not.
up here.
I'm pretty sure that's why though.
Why did Taylor Swift make Taylor's?
Why isn't there a description? I swear there was a
swear there's-
description when I listened.
It will
through
allow her
this.
to own her masters.
Yeah, there you go. So she owns all the rights to the new ones, but not the old ones. Is
Oh.
what I'm taking from that. And she dropped like 9 new songs on that album too. So
Yeah, dude. What got me so like hooked onto which one was it? I think it was Red, Taylor's version.
good. That's probably my favorite of the 3. Well,
Whoops.
I don't know. It's close.
Dude, the all too well 10-minute version actually
So
like
good.
dude,
So good.
it's so embarrassing, but I know every single word to that song.
Really?
Yep. Every single word.
I do not.
It's brutal.
I've only heard it once. So,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I listen to that song way too much. I remember when I was over the summer, my friends and I, they were in the right state of mind. I was definitely not,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, it was my friend Peyton, and she had this microphone in her car that's like a karaoke microphone.
Peyton, like Peyton?
No, it's
Okay.
it was an orientation leader.
Oh.
She has this like karaoke microphone in her car, and they gave it to me. It was like probably like 12, so it was like or like midnight,
Mm-hmm.
and they just gave me this microphone. They're like, "Here, sing it out of." So they made me sing all too well, like
The whole
the whole
thing?
thing in the car with this karaoke microphone.
Jeez.
And I was like, they're like, "Man, I'm surprised like with how you are right now that you're able to get every single word like spot on."
Yeah.
And it was great. But yeah, and I used to keep that a secret until that day, and then they told everyone, and so now it's not really as much of a secret.
Nice.
But yeah, so if you have a secret like that, don't ever get in a car with a karaoke microphone. And yeah, it's always fun. I remember when I was little too, I used to be such a big Taylor Swift fan that I used to know every single word of I Knew Your Trouble.
Yeah,
That was my
I
favorite.
hated her my whole life until last week. So.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, I loved Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's
I don't know. All of a sudden, it just
day one.
just kind of clicked. I was put on by two people. I was told to listen to No Body, No Crime. I'm like, oh, pretty good song. Then someone else sent me Sparks Fly off of Speak Now. And then I listened through that whole album. I'm like, yo, that's good. So I went back to the first friend. And I was like, now what? And yeah, she's walking me through my Taylor Swift journey.
So like you said you hated Taylor Swift, but like did you
Yeah.
not listen to like any of her like iconic songs? Like
I've
You
heard
Belong With Me.
obviously
and,
I've heard like the popular ones, like
Oh, okay.
I Knew You Were Trouble, 22. Everyone's heard those, and like Shake It
Okay, yeah.
Off, and
I liked Blank Space
what is it
too.
called? Mean?
Mean.
Someday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Mean, Love Story, You Belong With Me.
Yeah.
The iconic ones.
We Are Never Getting Back Together.
Oh yeah. That one was good.
Low key,
I
those
never-
ones are all like my least favorite.
Really?
Like the super popular ones, those are hard for me to listen to. They just feel like Disney Channel to me. I don't know. But like the deeper cuts, like August or
Those are the older ones.
like Haunted off of Speak Now.
There's one song I explicitly hate from Taylor Swift, and it was
Shake It Off, because that song
no, that was not it.
makes me want to die.
I think it was Only the Young.
I haven't heard it.
What?
I don't think I've heard it.
Dude, it's like it's super political.
Oh.
Like that's why I hate it. Is like I'm like, dude, why?
Yeah.
Like I think it was basically about like it was like it was basically like she was singing about how Donald Trump was this like big bad man
Yeah.
and was like tainting all these like younger people.
Yeah.
And it was like the only one who could
lot
save us
of-
is the younger
A
people.
lot of artists were doing that around that time.
And like I feel like it's like, dude, why make a song like that? Like I personally don't care. I feel like I'm not really political whatsoever. Like I don't care.
I hate everybody involved with politics.
Yeah, like
So,
I don't
equally.
care.
I hate them all equally.
But it's just like, dude, I don't get when you're like making songs that kind of push an agenda. And it's like, dude.
I mean, every
Why?
song pushes some type of agenda.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like when it's like political and it's like I don't know. I just don't like it.
I mean, that's not exactly what I want to listen to. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be lectured when I'm listening, you know? But
Dude, I heard that like the new Aquaman movie that they're trying to make is like trying to push global warming or something.
okay.
And like people walked out of the theater because they were like, why is this a thing? And like it's against like it's like Aquaman versus the UN or something.
What?
And it's like him trying to fight global warming because they're like and I'm like, dude, why would they make a movie about that? Like
yeah, I don't know.
And it's like, dude, why? Why do we have to do these things? I mean, oh well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I'm like decomposing by the second.
Oh my god. Man, you're really not doing well this
I'm
episode.
breaking down.
Damn.
It's all right. It's all right.
You push through.
I get to see my dog in a few hours.
Oh yeah.
That's
What type
all.
of dog do you have again?
Golden Doodle.
Golden Doodle.
Ted. I miss Ted.
How big are Golden Doodles? Aren't they not that big?
They range in size. He's bigger than most. He's probably
As in like
no. He's bigger than that. He's probably like here.
that's like
Roughly.
rough estimate.
Roughly.
uh, I've always been a small dog person.
I hate small dogs.
Really?
Oh, I can't stand except puppies. That's different. Puppies are the best, but small dogs are terrible. Like Shih Tzus.
Man.
Eh.
If it makes you feel better, my dog probably hated you too.
Yeah. I feel like most living things in that house hated me that day. I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I forgot about that. When we were doing the Super Bowl, so my dad, he has this ongoing joke, and he's always had this where since over the summer, he called Devin, or no, he would like call you Devin
Mm-hmm.
because Devin was the old,
Yeah.
and like he knew Devin, so he would just call you Devin, and I'm like, dude, no, it was irritating me, and that's like the thing with my dad, he like gets something that irritates you, and he starts poking still more and more and more,
Yeah.
and if you just ignore it, he doesn't talk about it, but if like you mention something and you mention that bothers you, he just digs at it so much more, which is so irritating. But yeah, I'm like, no, it's Carter. And then he ended up budging a little bit and started calling you Connor. He still calls you Connor today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, no, stop doing that. Because
I've gotten Connor a lot.
really,
Oh yeah, and Carson.
and it's worse because he kept on calling you Connor to the point where my grandma at the Super Bowl kept on calling Carter Connor.
Yeah, that's true.
And I had to like elaborate even more every time I said your name. I'm like, Carter.
yeah,
And then
Carter. Yeah.
it was so
Enunciating
embarrassing.
it.
It was so awkward. And then my mom even texted me during the Super Bowl and was like, why is grandma calling Carter? And then
Yeah.
we blame my dad because I'm like, dude, this is your fault. And I'm like, but if it makes you feel better, my grandma doesn't like really anyone. So yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. So yeah. Actually, it's like me and my mom are least favorites. And it's like my brother and my dad are her most favorite.
Yeah.
And then yeah. My dog just doesn't it's like 50-50 if she likes you or not.
Small dogs just don't. They just don't have a place. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Small dogs don't have a place. Shih
Dude,
Tzus are
what?
terrible. Yorkies aren't even cute. What are other small dogs? Chihuahuas? Ugh.
Dude.
Gross.
No.
Worst dog. Worst
No.
animal, maybe.
No.
Down there for sure.
Dude,
What are the wiener dogs called?
wiener dog, I think they're just called. Oh no, they're Dachshunds.
Dachshunds. Yeah, ugly.
Dude, they're so
Ugly.
amazing.
No.
Dude,
they're
I
ugly.
love small dogs. Small dogs
Now,
are
big
great.
dogs and medium-sized dogs are good. Like huskies are dope. I could never own a husky. I will never own a husky, but they're super cute. Bernese Mountain Dogs, that's my favorite. Goldens, so much better than those like little puntable things, you know?
Little puntable things.
Yeah.
Wow. You know,
Yeah. My grandma
thought-
has a Shih Tzu that I would like to punt over a goalpost.
Well, dude, I used to like
actually.
huskies until like 2 weeks ago, and then now I don't like huskies anymore.
They're like so high maintenance.
Yeah, I don't
And
like.
they don't listen, and they whine. Yeah, I don't think I could have a husky.
Yeah, I don't like them anymore. But, dude, I used to always be afraid of big dogs too, when I was little,
Really?
because they would just like jump over me, and I'm like little, so they like take me out. I'd be
There
like,
was
nah.
like a year where I was afraid of dogs, and then we got one, and that killed that.
Yeah, like I never had. And then I remember, so my grandma, on the other side, like the one that was on my mom's side, not the crazy one. She uh she had quite a few dogs. She had a Chihuahua for most of my life. Dude, his name was Stitch. Dude, he was like invincible. He like
Gross.
lived through everything.
Is that
Dude,
a
he got
challenge?
bit into like by a dog, like a bigger dog.
Mm-hmm.
That was like more like a fight. Like they probably did like mess this dog up, which is so bad. But like he was like a fighting dog, and he like bit into like the Stitch, and like Stitch, we had to like glue him. We glued him together. So and he lived through that. Like he was
Jeez.
dude, he was invincible. He like lived like forever. And he was like relatively, he was like in the mid ages when I was born, and he lived until I was like 15, 16. Like he was there for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
they
he
live
was
too
just-
long. Chihuahuas live too long.
He was invincible.
Chihuahuas are awful, dude. Oh,
And then my current dog I have now, we actually bought them in a pair when I was in elementary school, and or not. It was I was in preschool, and it was like twins. So it was like my dog. My dog's name is Holly, and then her sister name was Layla, and my grandma ended up getting Layla, and we ended up getting Holly, but we switched after like a month or so, like switched the dogs because Layla had like a temper issue, or like the one or original Holly, the Holly one.
oh, you switched their names?
We switched them, and then we switched their names too. So Holly, our current Holly, was originally named Layla and was my grandma's dog, and then like, but the thing was is that it's so hard to explain with like the two different names. But Holly
Yeah.
one, I'm just gonna name him Holly one. Holly one bit me when I was little, like after like a month in, because like I was just little. I was probably because I was in preschool.
Yeah.
I was just like trying to play with her, and she bit me, and then my parents were like, nah. So then they switched them, and Holly 2, which is the current one that we have, was chill. So like they just didn't bite me, and we ended up my grandma ended up getting rid of Holly 1 and like giving her to someone else afterwards, because she was kind of just was like depressed. So
The dog?
yeah, the dog was
Oh.
depressed. Like
Oh.
I think it was like because she was just like wasn't really getting that much attention or whatever.
Yeah.
So they just ended up getting rid of her. But yeah,
Dude, I'm so excited to see Ted.
dude. And then I know my cousin he had 2 bulldogs. One was Odie and one was Ellie. And Odie scared the living daylight out of me. I remember one night when I was spending the night at my grandma's, I woke up and he was just laying on top of me. He was just like, and like I was still like pretty young, and he was like he was like a straight up body like blanket on me. And I'm like, nah,
Sounds kind of comfortable, though.
dude, I do not like big dogs. Like even that, like a pit bull. I'm like, no, I don't
Pit
like
bulls
those.
are so cute.
No, I
They are
don't.
so
no.
cute, and the owners are the problem,
Mm,
not the dog.
dude, I don't like them. Wait, which one's the bigger one? Is it pit bull or bulldog? I don't remember.
Probably pit bull. It also probably depends. There's a lot of types of bulldog.
Is
There's
there?
there's like French bulldogs.
Mm.
Those are like $5,000.
I mean, this was a bigger one. It
French
was probably, like,
bulldogs are like $5,000,
really? Damn.
bro.
I know
they're
like
wild.
purebred dogs are like a ton of money.
Well, French bulldogs are rated like the #1 purebred dog or whatever. So they're
Really?
crazy expensive.
That's
Do
crazy.
you remember?
Why?
You remember when Boont Gang was famous?
Yeah.
He stole a French bulldog one time.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that video.
Wow. That's great,
That was a weird time.
man. Anyways,
Yeah.
how do we even get to the? Oh, you're talking about your dog and like
Yeah.
going back, and then oh well. Anyways, onto the news. We have a couple things here. One of them is Good Burger 2, which apparently Carter's never seen.
Nope.
I'm kind of surprised about that. I mean, it's not a good movie. It's
Then
kind
why
of
are you
it's kinda
surprised I
garbage.
haven't seen it?
It's but it's like kind of iconic, like because it was a Nickelodeon movie, and it was like Keenan and Kel, Keenan Thompson. You gotta know who Keenan Thompson is.
Yeah, I think so.
He's probably he like single handedly carries SNL.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then like that's Kel next to him. Um, they ended up
Do you have like a picture of the
deciding
OG movie?
what?
Is there like a
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah, see,
I've seen that, or I've seen like pictures. I've never seen the movie.
really,
Mm-mm.
dude, it's like iconic because they even had a TV show named Keenan and Kel, like that. The funny thing is though, is that Keenan Thompson looks exactly the same, but Kel does not. Like Kel looks so much
Yeah,
different.
no.
Like it's kind of funny that they look like, one looks so, man, it just doesn't look like it's gonna be good again. But
Later this year on Paramount Plus.
the funny thing is though, is that this is definitely, Good Burger was made for kids.
Mm-hmm.
This second one is definitely probably not gonna be made for kids because it's like they're in their like they're full on adults now, like before they were teenagers.
I have no idea.
But man, we'll have to see. I think it's like,
Probably won't watch it if I'm being real.
yeah, I might not either, but
I would have to see the first one first.
I think it was. I mean, after the first one, it was kind of bad.
Oh,
but
facts! I forgot
yeah.
about this.
yeah. So,
Happy day yesterday.
dude, I was kind of thinking about this. So, XXX Tentacion, his murderers ended
Mhm.
up getting convicted, all of them.
Rest in piss to all three of them. Oh, I
Dude.
hope they have a horrible time in jail. I just wish nothing but the absolute worst
Wow.
on all of them. Like, just
That's kind of brutal.
good,
Damn.
good. I'm holding back right now. I'm not even saying what I want to say. So,
Yeah, like, oh, it's so strange that to think that it's taken them this long, like
welcome
2018.
to America.
Dude, 2018. Like, I remember when the news broke. I was in, like, practicing for my California team from a freshman to sophomore summer. So it's been what? And we're sophomores now in like
Was it freshman year?
college. It was freshman to sophomore summer. So like we were turning into sophomores.
My school year was still going. I remember I was on like the last week because
Oh, really?
I was on the bus on the way home when I found out.
Dude, I was practicing for like football.
What was it? June.
Like, in the summer. It was like, yeah, June.
18th.
Damn, your school used to go in June?
June 18th, 2018. I think.
Really?
I think that was the day he died.
Damn, when did you start school then? Like,
Because I don't think it was the 17th. Because that was my anniversary.
what, like, because, don't they, like,
It was June 18th. Yeah, I know ball.
man, I was going to say something last episode, something about that. I
About
was going to
what?
bring it back up, the I know ball thing.
I do know ball.
But I remember explicitly, like, from practice, like, in the practice, they were, like, talking about it right beforehand. But, dude, I never had the longest, or the latest day school has gone for me has been June 1st.
What?
Yeah.
My last day, I think the latest last day I ever had was June 25th.
Really?
And I remember that because that's my sister's birthday, and that day after school, I flew to Hawaii
Damn.
with my friend. Shout out Cohen, bro. I haven't talked to Cohen in a while.
Dude, like,
We have an unspoken friendship.
unspoken.
We
What does that
never-
mean?
We never really talk, but like once every year or two, we hang out, and it's sick for like a day, and then we don't really talk again. I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. It's just what it is, and he's dope. And he took me to Hawaii one time, which I will never forget and always appreciate.
Wait, he took you to Hawaii that time? Or a second time?
He took me once. I went with my family once.
Oh.
I went with my family over winter break of sophomore year. Yes, of sophomore year, and then 6 months later, I went with Cohen and his family, and the place we stayed at was like 5 minutes away from the place I stayed at the first time, which was kind of funny.
Dude, I want to go back to Hawaii, but like, because like, dude, I don't even remember anything.
I do. Hawaii's sick. I mean,
Well, that'd be concerning if you didn't remember. Like, it's been from the gap between mine to like yours. It's like significant.
Hawaii's
Third
like
grade to
super expensive,
yeah,
and the locals hate white people a
Yep.
little bit. But
dude.
the food's incredible. The beaches are incredible. There's so much to do. I love it there. I really do. I feel bad about wanting to go back because they hate us. But
I heard that like allegedly, I don't know if this is true, that they have like a holiday that's like Beat on White People Day.
Yo.
Like, I'm like, dude, what? And that's strange because it's like I don't get why. I don't. It's like it's they boost up their prices a ton because of like all the tourists and stuff. Yet they hate it because like I mean that helps them out, like get more money.
I
And
don't
stuff.
remember why they hate it. Is it like we're ruining the lands or something? Or no, I think because so many tourists come, they push the prices up, and that pushes people out of like affordable housing or
Oh,
native. Kobe.
I guess. I mean that makes sense. Like, I mean it helps like overall everything look nicer, but it does like everyday living kind of sucks. I guess.
Yeah.
So I mean I get that, but
I mean,
Oh,
they're
well.
going to prioritize the locals over tourists, as they should. So
Yeah.
when tourists are kind of forcing people out of affordable housing, it's reasonable that they don't want tourists. It makes
Yep.
sense.
Just like Idaho and their damn Californians.
Bro,
Dude, it's
Idaho stinks.
dude, I don't
This place stinks.
I've it's been a time.
Get
You're at
me
Boise.
to Florida now.
Dude,
I need to
sports
be
and stuff in Florida.
I'm just skipping my flight today, and I'm finding a flight that's going to Florida. Watch.
And then you're
Just going
gonna
to
hope they have
Orlando.
Kaiser there.
I'm going to. Oh, facts. It's actually a good point. It's Florida. As soon as I step foot in Florida, I just feel better.
Yep. I mean I still haven't really I've been to Florida once, still don't really remember any of it.
What part?
It was we went to Disney World.
Oh,
That was
facts.
why. So whatever part that is in
Orlando-ish.
what?
Orlando-ish.
Orlando, yeah. I
Yeah.
think isn't it by there or something?
Yeah, because I think it's close to Universal, and Universal's in Orlando.
Hmm.
I love Universal Orlando.
Or
oh,
even-
it's so good.
Where even is Orlando, like on a map of like Florida? Is it like near like the end or is it like near the top?
It's like
Is it near the top like Jacksonville and then near the bottom is more Orlando?
I think Miami's more south than all of them. I want to say that like a little over halfway down, like the long part, Orlando's on one side of the state and Tampa's on the other. I could also be wrong because I've only been to Florida like twice.
Man.
I'm
I mean-
gonna fact check myself.
The thing with like moving to another state is I would want to test drive all the states, if that makes sense. Like I would want to go there for like
No,
a
I get
week
that,
or
yeah.
something and then and then stay. Like when we went to Idaho, we went for like a day or two.
I was
like
kind of right.
what?
Orlando's right there.
Orlando's there.
Miami's down there. Tampa.
Isn't it way up?
Tampa's like here. So
Oh.
not exactly straight across, but Tampa's there.
Mhm.
And then Jacksonville, Tallahassee.
Mm.
Pensacola's sick. I've never been, but I think it's sick.
You think it's sick?
Dude, everything about Florida's sick. I need to be there.
I mean, I would
UCF, go Knights.
I
You know
would
what I'm saying?
want to try I'd want to try Florida, Texas.
Yep.
I want to try New York again.
I want to try Georgia.
I don't know if I want to try Georgia.
I want to live in Cali for
heard
like 1 year. Just 1 year. I want to get a terrible apartment in Santa Clara, get season tickets to the 49ers for 1 year, and then move.
Man,
I just want 1 year of season tickets. I think that'd be awesome, but then I don't want to stay in Cali.
yeah, I've been there, done that for California. I'm kind of done with it.
Fair.
I mean, the thing
that's
is,
me with Washington.
I also want to try Nevada or Las
Ew.
Vegas.
Oh,
I want to try Las Vegas.
gross.
Really?
Nevada is a bottom tier state. I'm sorry.
Dude, I want to try Las Vegas though. I mean, I remember my grandpa actually still lives there right now, but I remember the one with the million dogs, my grandma, she lived in Las Vegas for a while. And that was really cool when we went there. I mean, the houses look kind of weird, but
I don't think I could live there.
really?
Nah, it's like a desert and it's dirty and gross. And
I mean, I don't want to try it.
where are you gonna go besides Vegas? Reno?
Oh,
Eh,
oh, Reno was
gross.
a little brutal. Just even being there for like
Gross.
10 minutes was kind of brutal.
Yeah,
So I
no.
don't know. Maybe
No, thank
Las
you.
Vegas is not the move, but we'll see. Yeah.
Scottsdale. I would live in Scottsdale.
That's in Arizona.
Yeah, I would. Live,
I was like,
I know, I
Scottsdale,
was just-
Nevada.
I thought we were done talking about trash Nevada. So, Scottsdale. Although, I think like my dream scenario outside of Florida is to do well enough to where I have like two places, right? I live summers in Bend, Oregon, and I live winters in Scottsdale, Arizona, and then for spring and fall, just whatever it feels like. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Bend is sick. I love Bend. I want to
dude,
go back.
what even is there in Bend?
Amazing food, a sick river, a really cool mountain, tons of trails for biking and hiking. It's a very young place, honestly. So it's kind of, I don't know, it just feels like new and different and seriously some of the best food places I've ever had.
Do you know what's super funny?
Hmm.
Is that like when you said all of that stuff, I was like, this sounds horrible. Like
What?
I don't like. Okay,
See, I'm not even an outdoors person, but for some reason when I'm in Bend, I want to be. It's
really
weird. Like I love river rafting there. We float the river there, jump off bridges and stuff. Like sick.
I mean, maybe this is the Californian talking in me, but
Probably.
I always have not really liked the outdoors. Like,
Yeah, me
I mean, I
neither.
like being outside, but like, I just don't like being in nature. I don't know. That's like a
I've hated camping my whole life.
dude. Every
Until
single
this
time,
year, I went camping with like roommates, and it was really fun.
really.
But, yeah.
Every time I've been camping, something's gone horribly wrong. The last time I went camping, it was with all the orientation leaders. So we didn't know each other at that point,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a massive, like, rainstorm, and we didn't know what we were gonna do. They thought we were gonna have to evacuate because like flooding and stuff, and it was pretty bad. But yeah, there's never been a time. I almost got caught on fire one time when I was camping too. Did I not tell you that story?
Actually, me too.
Really?
I like fell into a fire.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Fell
I
into a fire.
I tripped and fell like butt first into a fire. But my dad had the reaction time of like DeAndre Hopkins or something, and he like snagged my hood as I was falling in and pulled me out. So I got burned pretty bad, but like I didn't die. So
Damn,
thanks, Dad.
that's like
Yeah.
that's man, that's crazy. For us,
It
it was like
happens.
like
We've all been there.
our tent was like caught on fire
Oh,
because
really?
we had a heater, and the heater
Oh.
blew up and caught on fire, and I didn't wake up because I was a heavy sleeper. I'm still a heavy sleeper, but
Yeah.
like I didn't wake up, and my brother had to carry me out of our tent and like take me out because our tent like caught on fire. Like, and I woke up the next morning and I had no idea. I was like, what the?
Jeez.
I like woke up in some random person's tent and I'm like,
You
what
didn't
am I
even wake
doing
up when
here?
he carried you out?
No, I didn't wake up the whole time.
How?
So, as far as I'm aware,
You
this
was
never
burned
like,
alive.
I mean, like, as far as I'm aware, this never happened. But like, except for our tent was like completely crispy. Like, I mean, that was kind of proof that it happened. But yeah,
Uh-oh.
Hmm.
My mom just texted me, "Are you at the airport?"
yeah. What do you mean? Well,
I'm not.
that sounds like a great time to end the episode, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, thank you for listening to Sports and Stuff. We'll be back next week. Hopefully a little bit still great. You know, it's kind of weird because we typically don't record. We didn't record last spring break, but we did this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure to listen to all of our episodes at Sports and Stuff Show on basically everything: Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything except for it's SNS_show on Twitter. Yeah, we'll be live every Wednesday and Friday on all those platforms. So, yep, make sure to listen. And thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.